Did you know the US ran concentration camps during World War II? I don't mean prisoner of war camps, I mean the mass roundup and imprisonment of Japanese Americans. And today is the yearly Day of Remembrance, when Japanese Americans commemorate what happened to their family members 80 years ago. Now, these camps are more often referred to by euphemisms like internment camps or relocation camps. Sometimes they're called prison camps, but prison implies due process, criminal charges, or convictions. No, these were by definition concentration camps. And if you're a conservative, you might be thinking, well, progressives call everything Nazi or fascist or concentration camps these days. Well, FDR, the president at the time, referred to them as what they were. Concentration camps. And while concentration camps and death camps are not the same thing, those are often conflated, but every time the word concentration camp is used, people get all defensive. Serbia sued journalists for defamation and lost when they referred to concentration camps in Bosnia. And ironically, even German politicians got all defensive in the earliest 20th century when people started to describe what the German government was doing as concentration camps. Now, the concentration camps for Japanese Americans in the US are often remembered as people went too far in the name of national security after Pearl Harbor. But the thing is, all the intelligence reports at the time said Japanese Americans were less likely to be spying for the Japanese government than white Americans. In fact, the only people ever caught spying for Japan were either Japanese nationals posing as diplomats or foreign workers, or white Americans. But the people who pushed for those policies knew that they were much less interested in national security and much more interested in making America white, because they were, many of them, Nazi-sympathizing white nationalists. This is Fort Bliss near El Paso, one of the camps that was used to detain Japanese Americans at the time. This satellite photo is from March of 2025. And this photo is 6 months later in October of 2025. They reopened it to make it one of the main hubs in Trump's mass deportation campaign. The US is currently spending $38 billion in new concentration camps for undocumented immigrants in the name of making the country safer, despite the fact that studies even by conservative organizations like the Cato Institute show that undocumented immigrants are less likely to commit crimes than native-born Americans. Everyone needs to stop thinking about history as things that happened a long time ago that are somehow separate from today. People were not different from you 100 years ago. History is being written every day. And when decades from now people learn about this time in history, about Trump, about the deportation campaign, the concentration camps, and the rise of 21st century fascism, they'll also learn about what you are doing right now. So make it worth it, because future generations are watching. And follow for more.